What's going on, family?
Hi.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the needs of a man. Everybody has needs, but how often do you meet them? If you want to connect more deeply, more passionately with your man, this is what you need to meet. This is how he feels loved and appreciated. This is how he feels that he would never want to be with anybody else in the world. If you want your man to feel that kind of love that he can't get from anywhere else, if you want to be in a relationship, do this. If you want to reignite that flame, do this. You follow these needs, you're going to see your relationship go off of the charts. So today's need we're going to talk about is men need to feel appreciated.
Yep.
So when a man doesn't feel appreciated, for a man, criticism is like kryptonite. Literally, it's like Superman's kryptonite. Criticism is like his kryptonite. When a man gets criticized for how he's doing, intimately, how he's doing, as a husband, as a parent, as a father, as a, person trying to take care of the family financially, as a cook, as a cleaner, any scenario, when a man gets criticized, he hates it. He won't learn, he won't grow, and he's not gonna know what to do the next time. He's just gonna feel, I wanna give up, I wanna cave, this isn't gonna happen. So when you're constantly criticizing your man, that's when he decides to fall out of love with you. That's when he decides, I wanna look somewhere else. That's when he decides, I'll stay in this relationship, but I'm really not here.
That's when he decides it's not really a relationship, it's just more like a mother and a son kind of situation where you're telling me what I'm doing wrong because that's all your parents ever do.
And this is different than you saying, hey, it would be really meaningful as a woman. It would be really meaningful to me if you could do this. I really appreciate it if you did this for me. It would mean a lot if you did this. Criticism is, you never do this. You never take care of us. You never take care of the family. I can't believe you never did this. You did this. You didn't do this. Blah 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 blah. And it's with an intent of just to say what they're doing wrong.
Pointing out the wrong without the right.
Right.
It's just everything. Nothing I ever do is right.
Right. And don't think about everything that somebody did wrong without forgetting everything that they did right. Everyone's done something wrong, but they've always done something right. So when you criticize your man, and you're saying you do this wrong, you do this wrong, you don't do this, you don't do this, and you're not saying it in a way that's like, hey, it would be really meaningful to me if you could, step up over here, if you could do this for me, and you're saying it with an intention of trying to solve something, that's when your relationship gets taken to another level. So men need to feel appreciated, because if you do criticize him, that destroys any possibility of connection. And
I think women tend to nag a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I know I used to. I did everything wrong. But I used to say, oh, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, and everything always needed to be the way I did it. And I have to understand that when my husband did something, he did it a certain way and I did it a certain way, but I have to appreciate the fact that he did it.
Right.
And then when I say something, not to come off as criticism, say, hey babe, I really appreciate that you did this. Thank you so much. It was great. I would really appreciate if you did this next time, and sometimes I don't even worry about that anymore. I appreciate that he did it, and I'm not even gonna bring up the other stuff, because what's the point? Most guys wouldn't do what I wouldn't fix the sofa the way I wanted to, wouldn't fix the bed the way I wanted to, but he knows, he understands me, and he appreciates that I appreciate what he's doing, that he'll remember next time, and he'll just do it because he would understand that it didn't come off as I'm criticizing him.
100%.
He'll just do it.
100%.
Yeah.
And when you're at the level in your relationship where you can openly discuss where your man needs to step up, a beautiful solution is by sharing with him, which we did a video on this, but share with him your relationship vision. So let him know, if you want him to do something differently intimately, don't say, oh, you never do this intimately, I hate the way you do this, you don't care, you're too this, you're too that. All that's gonna do, even though you think, sometimes you may think you're merely just coaching him, but a man does not interpret it like that. So he'll think that you're criticizing him. So, oh, you want to criticize the way we interact intimately? Great. I'll never get intimate again. And that's how a man will react.
Which a guy would never do.
Right. No, but
Which a guy would never do.
But like, oh, okay, I was actually trying, and now you're gonna criticize the way I was trying. Oh, okay, I'm done. Like, men will just shut down. Oh, you're gonna criticize the one time I'm trying to cook for the family? Oh, I'll never cook again. You know, they take it to the extreme. And even though you think you're coaching him, it doesn't help. So one of the best things is sharing your relationship vision and letting him know, my perfect man, he would, cook for the family once a week. He would make sure he would wipe my face when I spill a little something on her. All those little idiosyncratic gestures that are, idiosyncratic meaning, traits that are all their own, that he could do in order for you to feel loved and appreciated and intimate. That's going to allow him to know, oh, okay, this is where she wants me to step up. Oh, okay, this is where I could improve.
And that's cool because then you can read it to each other and you're not really saying that's not what you're doing.
Right.
But he knows, and I'll know what I'm not doing, and you don't really have to tell me. But if that's something that we want in our relationship, we're gonna do it to work towards it. You know, like one thing, she appreciates, this is totally something else, but she appreciates, like I told you, I love roses, and I want roses all the time.
Right.
He buys me roses every week.
Right.
He doesn't know what color to pick me sometimes, and he just buys me like 3-4
So an example of criticism would be, I got her flowers, and then I get, hey, I appreciate the flowers, but I hate these kind of flowers. Criticism. He'll never get you flowers again, and don't wonder why. Mm-hmm. Well, I was just trying to coach him, let him know that I don't like those flowers. Yeah, but focus on the good, and then maybe sometime later, say, hey, you know what I really love? I really love these kind of flowers. Rather than pointing out, hey, you got me the wrong flowers, say, you know what I really love more than, what my favorite flower is? White roses.
No, he knows I love white roses, but I appreciate everything he does because he literally places them in a vase and does it all himself, and I think that's the cutest thing. And he tries to organize it. And it doesn't look nice in my eyes, and it's not the best. I love it. But
I'm trying, and she voices to me, hey, I appreciate that. She doesn't expect anything. There's no expectations in marriage. Marriage is not a place where you expect.
I love it because my husband at the beginning, I would never, he'll just go buy something and here's your flowers. You put it yourself. You do it yourself.
100%.
But to actually see him, I don't see him, but I remember seeing him before, and he's cutting up the roses and doing this and doing that. I'm like, he's so cute. I just love it. I just love that he actually does it without me even telling him, and he enjoys the process because he knows it's gonna make me happy. But it's not something that I said, hey, we wrote it down. I love roses, and I literally feel like my mom now because I used to be like, Mom, you have too many flowers all the time. That's so old. And now I'm the same way. But he does that for me, even though that's not something that he used to do. But he does it because he knows it makes me happy.
And if you sincerely make him your hero, you'll own his heart. And if you own his heart, he'll do anything for you.
Like getting flowers.
So, or anything. Focus on what you can appreciate. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. Of course he could have done a better job cooking. Of course he could have done a better job, in a lot of these different areas that you may have criticized him in the past. But what is he doing right? Is he trying? Try to focus on at least 5 to 10 things a day you can let your man know what you appreciate. Voice to him what you appreciate. Expect nothing. Show him that you love him, and let him know what he means to you. Own his heart, make him your hero, make him feel that he is your hero, and he will literally do anything for you at all times. So hopefully, family, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, be sure to
subscribe
and share this with your man or anybody you think that could definitely benefit from it. All right, family, we love you guys.
Or man, share it with your women, babe. It's for the guys.
Yeah, right. I get confused.
He talks about women all the time that he forgets that it's about the guys.
Either way, man, women, share this with somebody that you think needs to hear it for sure.
And now you can say, love you guys, bye.
All right, love you guys.